Hey guys, my name is Mike Berrios. I'm from SPC 3130 with you, Section 2, and this is my mini assignment 8. Um, the name of my website is called A Maths Dictionary for Kids, and the URL is actually called www.amaths plural dictionaryforkids.com/dictionary.html. The target audience for this type of website, I would say, is between first graders and eighth graders. It can go a little bit higher into high school, but there's not too much in the higher high school range, like trigonometry, calculus. I don't really see that too much in here, but I do see geometry, which is, I see that in earlier high school levels. Some basic physics terms, some basic science terms. This is a good reference site for students who need a better understanding for the definitions that are in mathematics. So if you're a student and your teacher is using words that you're not familiar with, and you may not feel comfortable asking him, or whatever the case may be, if you want a better explanation of a math term in your classroom, maybe this can give you a good answer. It can also provide a few examples that you can practice with, and maybe even boost your scores in class. Now, the difficulty level, like I said, it's for like geometry, algebra, statistics, science, physics, things like that. But the difficulty level is not that hard. I would say anybody, even on the special ed spectrum, can navigate this site. I would say depends on the motor skills, of course. If they're tech savvy, they don't even have to be that tech savvy. They just have to know how to use the internet. A lot of this is just click and push, read. It'll show you shapes, definitions. Everything will be labeled. Sometimes you'll see like little problems like this, where you can interact with the definition. Like this one's a positive integer. It'll show you how far from zero you really are. The farther you move the bar, 145, you're 145. If you're negative 145, you're still at 145. Well, I know that, but the computer doesn't know that. Apparently it hasn't loaded yet. But anyway, let's see. One thing I do like about this website is that it can be a little bit customized. I would say more on the teacher's end, because you can print out a lot of these definitions, you can print out a lot of these activities, and you can use them for yourselves, and you can use them for your students. I wouldn't say it's customizable for your students, or from a student's perspective. I wouldn't say it's that much customizable through that. You can't put your name in here. You can't create a profile or anything like that. You don't get a high score. It's not a video game. But whatever's on here, it can be printed out. You can use it as a handout. I'm pretty sure you can use a lot of these as assessments, or just basic tutorials on how to get answers to some of the simple questions, or how to get you through those questions that have those definitions that you just don't understand. Now, some of the pros and cons that I like and dislike about this website were, starting with the pros. It does cover the major areas of mathematics. First grade through eighth grade, you can't go wrong. They provide plenty of math charts. If you look down here, you go into this little button. It'll show you different types of areas of math, and it's very well organized, and you can click on these words, and it'll show you it'll show you a picture, or it'll show you an example, a very detailed example of what to expect from that type of subject. And it goes in, like I said, it goes into probability, geometry, measurement, length, area, mass, volume, capacity, time, even money, sales tax. This is a great website, I think. And from the creator, Jenny Ether, she does provide plenty of help. It's located on every single page. She goes into things like navigating the website, reasons why there's different spellings, or reasons why you may experience different spellings based on which English you are reading, or you're used to reading. For us US English readers, we may be used to seeing words like this, math, singular, not plural, color without the U, organize with the Z and not a S, analog without the UE at the end, and meter spelled like this and not like that, along with some other words. So if you're if you're an American student, or if you're reading American English, you may need some assistance navigating this site, because you may see a word like this and not realize that it means this. Let's see. And one thing I really do like about this website is that the examples are so interactive. They do remind me a lot of the smart notebook activities that we had to make for our project, and the smartboard interactive web pages that we made. Now into some of the cons. It doesn't go really too much beyond the 8th grade. That much I didn't really like, but there are some other things like statistics that even us college students can brush up on, and this website has a lot to offer to explain and help understand certain definitions, certain words, and formulas even. Let's see here. Oh, and the I don't know if I mentioned this before, but if I didn't, the units of measure, in this website are a little bit different from American measurements, or US. The US imperial measurements that they say. This is through the metric system. So you're gonna see a lot of centimeter, millimeter. You're gonna see a lot of liter, things like that. You're not gonna see gallons, or you're not gonna see inches, and you're not gonna see feet, and things like that. So just one thing to keep in mind when you're navigating through the site. If you're doing measurements, definitely keep that in mind. So yeah, this has been my screencast. Again, my name is Michael Berrios. Good luck to anybody else who's doing their own screencast. I look forward to watching some of yours throughout the classroom. And good night. Hope everybody had a good holiday.